married. And I'm like, oh, what's that over there? That's my life. And my mother's trying to pressure me into marrying my girlfriend. My mother goes, why don't you marry her? You already have a child with her. And I'm like, yeah, I have a child. An 18-year commitment. I've signed on to that. Like a bad fucking phone contract, but in 16 years I'm out. The marriage is death do us part. That's a shit contract. That's shit. Like, do you know only 100 years ago, the life expectancy of an Australian was 51. Yeah, I would have got married then. Makes a lot of sense. I'm going to die soon. Yeah, sure, let's fucking do this. I would have got married back in the dark ages when 50% of women died during childbirth. I would have rolled the dice on that bad boy. And now I'm looking at her, she works out every fucking day, she eats kale, I'm a drunk, she's going to fucking win this battle. But I'm a lucky man. I knocked up a chick who's a good human being. I could have knocked up a complete cunt. I didn't know of that. I knocked up a really good, tremendous mother, a wonderful person, just the nicest person. I was lucky. I knocked up a really great fucking person. And when she got pregnant, she was cool. She came up to me and she goes, look, we don't have to do this. We can do this separate. We can do it apart. And I went, you know what? Fuck it. Let's be a family, eh? And that next day I snapped into gear and I bought us a house in the Hollywood Hills and I bought her like a SUV so the kid could sit, because he can't sit in my car. I've got a nice car. And then I said to her, oh, let's take this up a gear, eh? So let's get a dog. And she went, oh, you're not responsible enough for a dog. The woman who was pregnant with my kid deemed me not responsible enough to have a fucking dog. I thought, oh, we're not off to a good start here, are we? I said, I'm not responsible, little miss, leave it in, I can't get pregnant. I'm the irresponsible one. Stop filming. Right. So, when she got pregnant, we didn't know how to be parents or anything. So we went off to this class where, I don't know if they do it here in Australia, but in America that you have to learn everything. We went off to this school to be fucking parents, this baby school. Right, where they teach you how to put diapers on, nappies or whatever on, and they teach you wonderful things like, don't shake the baby, and I'm like, I'm writing it down, don't shake. Thank God I've come here, I'm learning so much. So we go in, it's like 7 guys and 7... Okay, this is something that's never been said in a public forum. A lot of people have thought of it, but I don't think it's even been said in a private forum, but I want to be the first to say it. Pregnant women, right, they're the worst people on earth. A lot of people say they have a glow and that, nah, pregnant women are complete and utter fucking cunts to pregnant. As soon as a woman gets pregnant, she cries when she's happy, she cries when she's fucking sad. As soon as the bump shows, they know they can win any fucking fight. They're the worst. You'll be in the supermarket and you go, oh, I'm going to get some Cocoa Pops. I'll get some Cocoa. And then she goes, you're not allowed Cocoa Pops. And I'm like, but it's my money, I just want to have fucking Cocoa Pops. You've got to eat brand. No, I want fucking Cocoa Pops. And then she goes, do you want this baby to die? And I'm like, oh, that was quick. Fuck, maybe? No. I used to hear stories about people who tell stories like, my dad's a fucking arsehole. My dad walked out on my mum while she was pregnant with me. And I used to think, what a fucking dick that guy is. And now I'm like, I can see that as a fight. He had his reasons, you know. So we go in. We go in, everyone's like, we don't know how to take care of a baby. And we walk in, there's a woman in her 60s who's holding a baby, very nice lady. She's holding a baby doll like it's real, because she's about to teach the class, and she's like, shh. And we walk in, and she hands me a little white baby doll, and I went, no. We'll have a black one, please. don't know what we're having yet. And this lady was in no mood to put up with my bullshit. And so she puts down the white doll, she picks up a black doll, she hands it to me. And as soon as she hands it to me, I do the comedy drop. Oh! Thank fuck I've come here to do your class, miss. I've already killed this one. I'm hoping you can teach me not. Oh, I'll pick it up. And then as you go to pick it up, you kick it. Oh! Oh! It's a double dead black baby. And the class is just fucking bullshit. This is the Tupperware party. They're trying to sell you things. We bought like a car seat, we bought a stroller, we bought this thing that you put the bottle in that steams the bottle and it sterilises it. Because if you don't have the bottle steriliser, you've got to boil the bottles because it's very important that the bottles are sterile. I did that for about 2 days. And then I went to Kate and said, oh, I'm not fucking sterilising the bottles anymore. She went, it's important. I said, not important. Tell you why it's not important. 80% of the time, he was being breastfed. And we never sterilised those tits, did we? No one gave us the special cleaning products for the tits. In fact, after the birth, for a little while, the cunt was fucked up, so I used to jack off on the tits. And he'd wake up and have a midnight feeding. And what I'm saying is, no one's dead, are they? Sure, he gets cold sores and whatnot, but we're all different, aren't we? We're like snowflakes, it makes them unique. So, the main reason you go off to these classes, Kate wanted to go to these classes because really she wanted to meet other pregnant women so that she could chat about being pregnant and stuff. She thought they'd be friends and then the kids would come out and be friends or something. And the problem with that is that meant that I had to meet all the husbands. And I don't get along with people. I've got like 5 friends on earth and I'm happy with that number. In fact, there's 1 or 2 of them I'm thinking about losing. But I'm paired up with guys that I have nothing in common with. Fucking these American cunts at hospital. You know, mate. Like, well, this is great, isn't it? It was really wonderful, this class. And yeah, it's pretty good. So, when's your baby due? Yeah, 8th and 1's too. You fucked around, it was July or something? We fucked then as well. So it's all these mundane, you talk about sport, like whenever they pair men up and we have to sit in the room with each other, oh no, we should be friends. I'm talking about mundane shit. And so one of the topics you obviously get to is, oh, so what, I said to one guy, I said, so what hospital are you having the birth at? And he goes, no, we're having a home birth. You know these fucking people, right? I said, what are you talking about, a home birth? What, are you just like fucking get in the living room and cover it in tarpaulin or something? And he goes, no, we have it in the bedroom, on the bed. I went, in your fucking bedroom? I said, mate, I fucked this chick who was a squirter and after a couple of days I flipped the mattress. Forget about adding fucking placenta and shit to the mix. You're going to fucking have it, you're going to have it in your home. I said, so what happens is the doctor come over to your house, he goes, no, we have a midwife. I'm like, oh, this just keeps getting better and better. This seems like the best fucking system I've ever heard of. So it's at home, you don't have a doctor, you got some chick who did a TAFE course. Oh, it sounds like you've nailed this idea, mate. I'm like, what? Why are you doing it at home? He goes, well, if you read the books, that women they nest when they're pregnant, they like to be around their stuff. It's very important that the women are near their stuff. And if the women are near their stuff, they're happy. That means they're happy when they're giving birth. That means the baby will come out happy and everyone's happy. And I said, how happy will you be if the thing comes out and it's not breathing and all you got is a fucking midwife in the room? I was with a group of these guys and they all looked at me and I'm like, Who's with me? Like, I guess you could always reminisce. I remember it being a good morning. I remember being happy to be around my stuff. Here's the thing about having kids. Morons can do it. Complete and utter fucking morons can have kids. People try to adopt kids and they send people over and they go, oh, there's a sharp corner on your coffee table, I don't know if you're ready. And then fucking meth addicts are like, no, have another kid, no, have another kid. And you're like, oh, thank fuck, that cunt's not a drain on society. And then you meet people who should have kids and they can't even have them. Like Kate's best friend and her husband are the nicest people I've ever met in my life. Their hearts are huge. They are lovely, loving people. Can't have kids. And they've tried and tried and tried. They've gone through in vitro, which if you don't know what in vitro is when the doctor gets the eggs out of the woman, right? And then he comes in a cup, right? hold on. Fuck that up. The husband comes in the cup. The doctor doesn't come in the cup. He's not like just the nicest doctor in the world. He hasn't pulled the eggs out and gone, between me and you, love, I feel like he's the problem. I'll give you some good ones. Don't worry about it. You'll be good. Don't worry. So anyway, he comes in the cup, and then I assume the doctor gets the cup of cum and he chucks it at the eggs. There's all medical terminology I'm using here. And then the doctor gets the cummy eggs and he shoves them back into her. Beautiful in its own way, isn't it? So I don't know how much this costs in Australia, but in America it costs anywhere between $20,000 and $40,000 every time you do it. And you can only do it 3 or 4 times, because if you do it over, the eggs are no good. So I don't know, right? Now, I didn't know that they'd gone through all this process. And they were over at my house having a barbecue. And I was drunk, right? My fucking house. I'll get drunk at my house and be, what's your fucking problem? Anyway, so they're over at my house, and I'm drunk, and they tell us this big story about how they'd spent all their savings. They spent $100 grand. They'd spent $50 grand of their own money, which was all their savings, all gone. And then they spent another $50 grand of money that they borrowed from relatives and whatnot that they owed. And they'd been through this treatment 3 times and still no babies. And it broke my heart. So I'm drunk. I'm super generous when I'm drunk. Right, so I go into the bedroom. I get the checkbook out. I write a check for $50 grand. They're sitting in the backyard. I come back with me check. And I slam it on the table and I go, we're going again! We're gonna have a fucking baby. We're gonna get fucking as many eggs out of you as we can. You come in several cups, my friend. We're having a baby. And they did. They took the money. I never asked for it back. And they took. It was the last chance they could do it. They took 5 eggs out of her. They harvested as many eggs as they could. They literally put all their eggs into one basket. And they got the eggs, and then he came in all the cups, and they chucked it, and then they put the eggs back in. 5 eggs. 3 of them took. They went from being a couple who could not have children to now, in the story, they are having triplets. So,